does really pack a nice punch. This is the 2024 Toyota CHR Premier Edition, and this is the plug-in version, and today we're going to be doing a POV night drive. But first I'm going to be showing you the car from the outside as well. Here you can see how bright the actual interior lights are. You can see as well how bright actually the front lights of the car are in the nighttime, and I think it looks very nice. And this two-tone paint color is really something I love that they did to the new CHR, instead of just putting a different color on the roof. It looks like a completely black car from the back, and these lights are just something else. But yeah, Toyota has really come a long way with their new hybrids, or their old hybrids, because they have been doing these for a very long time. But yeah, let's go to the actual drive. So I'm going to be switching the camera to the POV mode. So now we're inside the car. We're going to be starting the night drive. I just wanted to show you guys how the interior light looks like when it's lit up during the night. As you can see, it's got this U shape. It's pretty cool. The kind of the same type of light they have in the Porsche Cayenne, actually, which is pretty cool. But we're gonna be turning that off for the drive itself. Right now I have this green color option. You can actually option it to be any type of color you want. It's not just a few options you have like in many cars. They give you a specific number of colors you can choose from, but here they actually give you the whole color palette. So it's pretty nice that they gave you this option. And for those people watching this is probably what you want to see, because of the interior lighting these cars haven't had before. So you can see you have the whole color option here, which is pretty cool. To show you a little bit what they look like. Blue is a color a lot of people love. I personally like the green one. I don't know why, but it's very nice looking with this orange color too. So yeah, and the actual instrument cluster changes the color according to the one you choose from. So I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the specs. So like I said, this is the plug-in hybrid. It has a 13.6 kilowatt hour battery. You can go around 74 kilometers only on electricity. And the car has a 2-liter gasoline engine, which produces around 220 horsepower with the electric motor combined. So pretty good power for a Toyota CHR, and the most powerful CHR we have had yet. So pretty nice that we got this version. So now we're actually going on electricity only, so we can change the modes. You have EV mode, then you have hybrid vehicle mode, and then you have auto, EV, HV mode. So that pretty much means it decides in between the hybrid mode and the EV mode which is the best. Obviously, if you have a lot of battery charge, then you pretty much drive with electricity mostly. But if you go on a highway or hit on the gas a little bit harder, it will take both systems to get you the maximum power possible. So if you want to get the maximum power, you do have to drive with the auto EV HV mode. So that's something that is good to know. If you drive with hybrid vehicle mode, then it tries to actually save as much battery as possible. So if you are driving on the highway, for example, and you know that you're gonna be mostly driving at higher speeds and you want to save the battery, then it's better to drive with hybrid mode only. But if you're driving in the city, driving specific speed limits, then it's better to drive with electricity only. Depends how you want to do it, honestly. And you can really feel the power being ready at all times. It's very nice to have this very reactive car. The only bad thing is that you cannot get this car as a four-wheel drive, so the plug-in version only comes as a front-wheel drive, which is too bad for us, but they couldn't fit all the technology in the back there because you have the battery and the electric motors in the front and the gas tank and everything. So with the plug-in version, they couldn't just fit everything there without it being too cramped for the other things, such as the trunk, the passenger side, and those kind of things. But yeah, overall, very nice car to drive. A little bit of road noise, but not as bad as the previous model. They have gotten a little bit better from those, and that's a great thing. That's the right direction Toyota is going to, because they do have to compete with a lot of new brands and old brands making very good hybrid vehicles as well. So I'll change the color for you guys just a little bit in case one of you might like a different color. We're gonna be doing the blue one. As you can see, the colors on the sides change, the one in the middle, and also the instrument cluster, so you do get the whole thing at once, which is pretty nice. And in case some of you are wondering, we have the camera as a rear view mirror. So we have the camera in the back right next to the backup camera. They are two separate cameras, so they don't mix each other up. One of them points a little bit to the back and the other one points a little bit downwards. So it does actually have a cleaner for both cameras, which is a new feature on these cars. It's good for countries with bad weather, such as ours. We are currently in Finland, so we get a lot of snow and other stuff here. Let's see if we can get inside. Oh, we can't. I was trying to go inside to show you guys a little bit of driving in the interior space, but I guess we can't do that right now. The car is so quiet when you drive it on electric mode only, but that is something we can always expect from electrically powered cars. does really pack a nice punch. It's a very nice car to drive. We do also have the adaptive cruise control with active lane keep assist, so just press that button and it will drive for you for a little while before it asks you to put your hands on the wheel, which you have to do, but it is capable of driving by itself. But this is a feature a lot of new cars have these days, but Toyota did execute its version pretty well, which is nice to see. And let's see where it goes from here. So again, we're gonna be changing the color. So it is here and here, and we'll do red, because I know there's some of you that love the red color, so we're gonna put that for you guys. Again, everything goes full red. It actually looks pretty nice. I think this is the color option we saw on most of the commercials. So this is actually the first time I'm driving with the red color interior with the lights. So honestly, I think this is my new favorite one. It's very nice. And if you haven't noticed yet, we do have the sunroof. It doesn't actually open, but, or the glass roof doesn't actually open, but it's very nice to have it. It is tinted, so the sun doesn't scorch you right away or when the car is parked, but it's very nice to have. I wish they would have put a opening sunroof, but it's a full glass roof, so it's very nice for the passengers as well, and the car looks very nice with that. We do have a JBL sound system. We have the digital instrument cluster, which is coming to most new Toyotas. We do have the new bigger screen, which is very clear and easy to use. And overall, there's a lot of different features on these cars. We have automatic high beams. We have heated steering wheel. We have heated windshield, or not the full windshield, but the lower part of the windshield. Wireless charger for the phone. We have different drive modes when you change them. It makes this nice animation. We have sport, normal, eco. But we're not gonna be driving on eco. We're gonna be driving at least with normal. So then we're gonna do orange, the same color as the actual car. And I gotta say, a lot of people look at this car when I drive past them. Even those two guys that just walked over or walked by, they were really looking at the car. And today I was driving in a big intersection, and obviously a guy with a Toyota CHR, an older model, stopped his entire car next to me, even though he had some space in front of him, and he just looked at the car and couldn't believe his eyes. And well, if you're looking at this video, I hope you buy one, and I hope you get your current CHR upgraded for this one, because this is a very nice car. So they do actually make a standard hybrid version of this as well, and it is a bit cheaper, obviously. And they also make a 2-liter 4-wheel drive hybrid version, but you can't get it as a plug-in. Like I said, the 4-wheel drive only comes as a hybrid 2-liter version, so it's a very nice car to drive. I've driven it in the winter time, and it really does its job well as a hybrid car and as a 4-wheel drive car in winter conditions. So you don't have to have the plug-in version. These cars don't use as much fuel as any other car, honestly, with hybrid technology. These are very efficient cars. Even if you don't charge this car, you will be pretty well off just putting gas in it and driving it normally, because the consumption rate won't go through the roof, which is very good thing for a plug-in hybrid. Usually a lot of brands, what they do is when you don't charge the car, they'll start consuming way more gasoline, which makes them not that smart to have, honestly.